So a question we often get is, what is coinsurance as it relates to property insurance? That's a great question, and we're going to discuss it real quick here. So coinsurance, when it comes to property insurance, is often very misunderstood. Ultimately, what it means is at the time of a loss, you, the policyholder, are potentially going to co-insure that loss or that claim with the insurance company. So how does that work? Insurance policies require policyholders to carry what's called replacement costs. That means we're responsible to insure the properties at what it would cost to rebuild them. And then within that, within the contract, within the policy, we can choose a percentage of which we want to carry that replacement cost at, otherwise known as coinsurance. So we can choose to insure it at 80%, 90%, or potentially 100% coinsurance. It impacts the cost of the program or the cost of the product. But what we're saying there is we're telling the insurance company that we're going to insure the replacement cost of that building to at least whatever percentage we agreed to. So as an example, if we say we have 80% coinsurance on our policy, we're telling the insurance company that we're going to insure that to at least that property to at least 80% of its value. If we don't, or of its replacement cost. If we don't, and at the time of the loss, the insurance company, by doing their reporting and their calculations, determine that we're significantly underinsured from the 80% we promised in the policy, we then have the chance to co-insure that loss with the insurance company. And that doesn't just include total losses. People always think about when they're insuring property, well, if I insure it at this and they pay me that when the building burns down, I'm gonna be fine. Look, most claims, most losses, 90-some% of them are not gonna be total losses. That's where coinsurance comes into play. So as an example, we have a $500,000 fire, and the insurance company deems that we're drastically underinsured based on what we agreed to in that coinsurance language. We could be co-insuring that $500,000 fire on our $5 million building with the insurance company. So it's really, really, really important to understand really what coinsurance is, what you have in your policy. There's ways to get around it. We can do things like agreed value and other things. We can have the insurance company waive those requirements. Otherwise, we need to understand as policyholders, if we're co-insuring potentially these sizable partial losses with the insurance company, we certainly want to understand that. And the time that we don't want to find that out is after we've had the event, the claim. So I encourage everybody to understand coinsurance. Ask us if we work with you, or ask the people you work with now to explain that and how it works in the policies that you have today. Please reach out to us with any other questions. Thanks.